welcome down to Geylang-Serai Virtual Community Club. And here with me once again today, we have presenter Doris to tell us more about optimal aging.
Hello everyone, good afternoon to you. Okay, first of all, when we start, we would like to remind and disclaim that both of us are not medical professionals and we are not doctors. So because everyone, right, have like different sets of underlying conditions, so it's advisable that you talk to your doctors or certified medical professionals for more information and personalized advice.
Yes, that's right. On today, really great. Yes, but before we go into the topic for today, Doris will share with us more about these 3 important factors that we always repeat.
So we always say that we want to age gracefully, we want to grow up, grow old properly, kind of things like that. So I actually come up with these 3 simple strategies for optimal aging strategies. Yeah, so these 3 is just, first one is exercise. Do enough exercises, roughly about 150 minutes a week or like 10,000 steps a day. So remember we were talking about Health Promotion Board, they have this national challenge, something like that. Yeah, you walk 10,000 steps, right? So from what I understand, season 6 is coming. Every time got a new season, like drama series like that. So season 6 is coming on the 1st of October, whereas you can actually make arrangements, check out the website to get a new tracker, and then it's time to walk and claim all these NTUC vouchers, the NTUC supermarket vouchers.
You mean the more you walk, the more points you collect?
Correct. And of course, buy like healthy grocery, wholemeal bread. Some of them, they give you like special QR code, then you can scan in. Yeah, so it's under part of the initiative from Health Promotion Board. Check it out. New season coming, 1st of October. Exercise, get physical. The second strategy is to eat, properly, nutrition diet. Look at what you're lacking. Plan it. Have a variety of different dishes, lah.
Yes, definitely variety of food and eat in moderation. That's the motto that you always share with us. Yeah.
Correct. Okay, so number 3 to have optimal aging is a decent social support system. So very interestingly, we realized that tonight at 10 p.m. there is actually a feature on female caregivers. It's on Channel News Asia, so if possible, try to view it. 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. I think there will be covering a lot of topics which is quite relevant. Why in Singapore a lot of the caregivers are actually female, and how do we actually can provide comfort and empower all these caregivers. By caregiver, what I mean is that perhaps taking care of young children or elderly parents, relatives, the person who actually take care of these people, we call them caregivers. Yeah, so we always heard about all along, right, the sandwich generation. Sandwich generation is people who are stuck with elderly parents and also young children. So they have to take care of the top and the bottom.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's very taxing. But on the other hand, we also have female caregivers who are single. And from what I understand, right, people around me, it's a very tough position to be in, because a lot of them give up their career, work, or even their so-called personal life just to take care of their parents. So this is a group of very special ladies, really, we need to empower them. Very proud of you. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Being single daughters. Yes. Usually, I don't know, they tend to be the youngest daughter also.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, based on what I've heard, and there's no real data or statistics, but they call it the youngest daughter syndrome, where they are so-called obligated or think that it's the kind of a duty to take care of the elderly parents. That's why being the youngest at their age, they also so-called, in a way, give up their life. Like they stop working, they don't go out and have their own family. They never got married. So I say, thank you so much. Hopefully that tonight, the Channel News Asia feature can give a bit of insight. And I think they will be also providing some so-called help or assistance that you can actually make use of, whether emotionally or financially.
Oh, I see. Wow, wonderful. We look forward to that program tonight, yeah? It's on Channel News Asia, and you were saying it's featuring our minister.
Yes, so I believe that our minister, Josephine, Theo will also, be talking in this episode tonight.
So we'll hear more from them. And wow, thank you so much for sharing all this bit about caregivers. Indeed, yes, we salute them. Yeah, and we are here to empower them. We lead everybody to empower these caregivers in our lives.
So yes, so this is 3 strategies that, of course, we hope that not only applies to older adults, applies to us as well. Which I will say that most of the caregivers, right, will be also around our age. Yeah. So although the caregivers or us, people like our viewers or ourselves, we might not be older adults, but we also can start to take care of our health now, so that we age optimally. So these are the 3 strategies. So remember from the last episode and previous episodes, we are talking about body composition. Like as we grow, as we age, the body composition of water, fats, muscles, minerals, there will be changes. Generally more fats, less muscle, less water. So we have to start to learn that what is the enemies, the diseases or the problems that might come, as our body changes so to say, through time. So we're saying that some of the next few slides that we are going through are not intending to scare anyone. It's just more like knowing our enemies, so that we can take prevention caution, and to take note also. Anything just we can find that something is not right, any signs or symptoms that we see from the slides, we can also go and seek treatment or go for screening, things like that.
Yes, I'm looking forward to understanding more about all these potential enemies that we may face, because we can take care of ourselves, we can also take care of our loved ones.
Yes, correct. Very true, Eileen. Okay, so let's move on. The very first one is our immune system.
Yes.
So immune system is definitely very important to us. Like, as we grow older, right, as we age, there will be a significant decline in this immune system. Then when the immune system getting weak, right, we tend to easier to get sick. Yeah, if small illnesses like maybe a slight flu, not COVID we are in a high risk, as our immune system weaken.
Yes.
Then if something more serious, maybe like COVID or some other diseases that some virus which is very strong, then of course there is an increased risk of death. So that's why our immune system is very important to keep it up and running, strong and steady.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, keep it going. Boost your immune system.
So on the more medical side, as we age, right, of course the production and the response of the T cell and the B cells inside our body will be lower and poorer. And of course the antibodies, right, will be more slow and less efficient. People take antibiotics, right?
Yes.
So when you are healthy and when you have got a good immune system, you don't really need antibiotics. So the doctor only prescribe the antibiotics when your immune system is weaker, so they have to kill off all the so-called cells inside, right, the bacteria inside. Yeah, so as we grow, as we age, right, these antibodies will also be affected.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So, okay, another thing to take note is our brain system, brain and nervous system.
Yes.
So our nervous system is like a lot of wires connecting. Yeah, it's like the basic network of the train station. You go and see all the MRT map or the train station. Or, from one station to another station is connected by railway lines.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is like our nervous system. Yeah, all the
central nervous system. It leads to all the passageways.
Correct. So that's one way to look at it. Either like a train line, railway line, MRT line, or as like the computer network. So last time used wired, now wireless. Yeah. So the wire will connect like one part to another part, one component to another component.
The neutron, neutron electrons.
Yes. So in our system, this nervous system is very important because it's connected all the different parts together. All the station, from the head to the skin, to the eyes, things like that.
Wow. So central nervous system plays a very big role, in fact.
Of course.
Big role.
Yep. So you can see that this nervous system, right, they relay the messages between the brain to the body part about the spinal cord, nerves and neurons, like what you say, which is the cells of the nerves. Yeah, so like I say that, you know, maybe the brain, you can say is the HQ, main terminal.
Main terminal, okay.
Yeah, main terminal. Yeah, then from this main terminal, they have to relate to the different body parts. So they use this spinal cord, the veins, the neurons, the nerves, everything to connect. Yeah. So as time goes by, right, the healthy aging brain, they, you know, they have the ability to learn, but it will be slower and affected. We can see from the next slide.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So of course, the first thing is that the neutrons, which is like, you know, parts of the network, you know, it will be lost. So maybe it's like last time, you know, in our body, just a, you know, funny example lah. Maybe we have 10 stations. So now, because as time go by, maybe it become like 9 stations, 8 stations.
Oh, disconnected, disconnect to the
yeah,
eye.
the stations to more part of more. Then of course, the brain itself, which is our main HQ terminal,
Yes.
there will be a reduction in the weight or the mass. Yeah. So then again, there will be decreased intellectual performances, which we call like fluid intellectual. So that's why, you know, we can say that sometimes there are examples like, you know, people cannot remember things as they get older adults. They have impaired recent memory. Like, you know, hey, just now what you eat? Yeah, I cannot remember.
Yeah.
Hey, just now did I brush my teeth? I cannot
cannot remember.
Yeah, short-term memory is affected. However, seems that the long-term memory is very good. You can ask them like, you know, 20 years ago, which shop do you usually go? You talk about Daimaru or Johan. They can remember. Emporium.
Wow. So this is due to nervous system and the brain. Oh
Yes.
my goodness. Okay.
Correct.
Wow.
You remember Johan,
Yeah,
Emporium,
I do.
Daimaru?
And if you ask me what I ate yesterday, I also cannot remember.
This is, you know, that's why we have to learn. We have to know our enemies. So as long as we feel that, you know, these are things that, you know, has been acknowledged by experts, you know, is something which is known, we tell ourselves that, hey, is this happening to me? Then, of course, then we will take precautions, you know, preventions about it. Don't let it get worse.
Understand. Wow. Okay.
Then, of course, it reduces deep sleep. Deep sleep is very important to us. And I think everyone knows the importance of deep sleep. Just now, remember, I was talking about the Health Promotion Board Season 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. The new edition for Season 6 is actually the sleep challenge.
Oh, my.
They have a new component. Other than you walk, right, 10,000 steps a day, right? They also have a device, I think, to help you to monitor your sleep hours. Yeah, so I don't know whether we can get the Season 6 tracker. For some of us, I know we cannot get. Some people can get, some people cannot get, depending on your whether you fulfill the last Season 5 tier or not. So I didn't get lah. So I'm trying to see whether I can join in the sleep challenge or not.
Yeah, wonderful.
To see whether I'm good.
Sleep challenge. Will they help you boost your sleep or not?
They will want you to do your own good sleeping habits. Then monitor like how, maybe, I'm not sure how exactly it works, but I guess they will find out like, you know, how many hours you sleep per night.
I see, I see.
Yeah, so number of sleep and also deep sleep, well rest sleep.
Indeed, wow. Reduced deep sleep, that one can be quite torturous, you know.
Then after that, zombie fight, right?
A zombie fight, yeah. Oh.
Then it's time to look in your diet also. Maybe try to cut down on caffeine. Your kopi, tea, you know, try to cut a bit lah. Yeah, and also cultivate good sleeping habits lah. You know, good sleeping habits. For example, we say things like
regular.
We sleep regularly at the same time every day, right? Yeah. Then also don't play handphone, don't watch TV just before that. So some people cultivate a habit that they will switch off all the electronic devices, switch off the laptop, switch off the phone, everything, right? Or leave it outside to charge. Then they will brush their teeth, change to a pajamas, then sleep in a nice cooling room. Yeah, a good temperature, not too cold, not too hot. Yeah, some people like to have open the window, have breeze. Yeah, so you find out what is your favorite sleeping environment.
Yes.
Yeah, some people like to have aircon, very cold, which actually is not a good thing, especially for the environment. Yeah, so for environment's sake, try to keep the aircon around like 25.
25, yes.
25 and above, not under 25 lah, because it's very bad for the environment and you create a lot of carbon footprint as well.
Oh, I see. Okay, okay.
So try to keep it 25 if you're on the aircon, and above lah, of course. So cultivate some good sleeping habits. If you like to have a bit of natural air, you can open some windows also. Then
fresh air.
Yeah, fresh air.
So that you get a good circulation. Yeah.
Don't have like distraction like bright lights. All that also quite bad for us.
Yeah, the lights would affect. Yeah, make you think that it's morning already. Then you could start going out.
Yeah, so we will say that we have to know what is our sleeping environment good for us. Then we can have good sleep.
Yeah. I see.
But funny is that some people can sleep everywhere, anywhere.
Yeah, I've come across such people, Oh, so lucky.
I'm quite lucky in the sense that once I'm tired, right, I can sleep. Unless I had coffee or tea before I sleep, then I will zombie fight until like 3, 4 a.m. still, cannot sleep.
Oh dear, so sensitive to coffee, huh?
Yeah, so caffeine. I know my trigger that, caffeine, like even those Thai milk tea.
Yes. Oh, that one has a lot of sugar as well as caffeine.
Yeah, even I reduce the sugar. Yeah, I think sugar does play a part also. Or if I eat a lot before I sleep, I will have nightmares.
Oh, wow.
Then it will affect my quality sleep.
Because I think the digestive system working over time,
Correct.
So nervous system connected.
I think so. Everyone, maybe our friends and viewers, if you are viewing, maybe you can share with us also. Do you realize what, trigger your sleep, whether it's a good sleep or bad sleep?
Yes.
So for me, I said that 2 things that I scared, because once I have these 2 things, I cannot sleep well. They will affect my sleep quality. One of it is caffeine, whether it's tea or coffee. The other one is eating too much before I sleep.
I see. I don't know about mine because normally when I feel it's quite warm, then boom, I'll go and sleep.
Quite warm?
Yeah.
Oh, you like warm temperature?
Yeah, like
cozy.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So when I feel it's like slightly warm already, then I'll like feel very drained. I feel very drained, then I'll knock out. Especially like going out in the daytime as well. If the sun, usually now these few years, so hot, then after driving, right, I'll go back, then I will like knock out, nap.
Global warming is very real.
Yeah, global warming is real. Indeed.
You want to check anyone comments so far?
So far we've not got any comments.
Oh,
Doris's friends, are you here? Sherry Pua. Shikai. Or Edmund, are you here? Maybe you'd like to drop a comment. Doris was asking, maybe you can share with us what's your sleep trigger. What do you do to put yourself in the mood to fall asleep immediately, or slowly, progressively? Yeah, for me, one thing as well is hot drink, and I can take hot tea. Then I'll fall asleep because like something warm to keep my body.
I see. So you are immune to caffeine.
Yeah, immune to caffeine indeed.
I'm sensitive to caffeine. Yeah, actually, I don't drink too much caffeine because other than the sleep, right, coffee will help affect my stomach.
Hey, we have a friend here. We have Sinki. Sinki. Hi. Hello, Sinki.
Hello.
Hi, Sinki. Hello. Thank you for joining us. How are you? Is your friend?
No,
okay.
I'm not sure.
Thank you for joining. Would you like to drop a comment like what is your sleep trigger? What do you do to make you in the mood to fall asleep? Yeah, is it a hot drink, maybe hot milk? Or some people, after exercising, they feel tired. Oh, that's me.
That's you. Yeah. And it just depends on everyone. Some people I know once they exercise, they cannot sleep because the adrenaline still rushing, things like that.
Hello, Jenny Wee. Jenny Wee says, chamomile tea helps me sleep.
Hi, Jeannie.
Your friend Jeannie?
Jean. Hi.
Yes.
Chamomile, yes. Chamomile with honey, a bit of honey is also quite nice. Warm, not too hot. Yeah, it's quite nice, for sleep.
Thank you, Jeannie, for watching. Jeannie Wee.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for supporting.
Hi, Sai Sinki again. Drink a glass of milk before sleeping. Yeah, so warm milk, puts you, then some of the milk feels very cozy like that.
I guess it applies to everyone. There's no, it maybe work for you, but doesn't work for me. Like for me, I can't take milk.
Oh, you can't take milk. I see.
So it applies to different people. But we can try, this is like we experiment with our night habits. Sleep habits.
Yeah, so, Jeannie says hi again, hello. Yeah, Jeannie and Sinky. So Doris today is sharing with us about knowing our enemies. So some of the aging that's unpreventable that will happen. So it's good to actually be aware so that we can be educated, well informed before it happens, so we can take preventive measures or precaution, and also to be around for our loved ones, if we notice any symptoms. Yeah, so we hope that you all will benefit and gain a lot of knowledge through our talk.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Yes.
So I move on. Okay, this one, nervous system also slower transmission lah. The network a bit slow, Wi-Fi not strong. Okay, then we have a slower psychomotor response. That's why sometimes we really have to be patient with our older adults as well, because maybe they take some time to process. The thought process might be a bit slower, and when they want to do something, the action, right, the motor skills will be a bit slow as well. Yeah, so we have to be patient because these are things that will happen to us.
Oh, Sinky has a question for Doris. He says, I normally like to sleep after 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. So afternoon nap. Is it okay? I heard of melatonin.
I'm not the expert, but actually we want to encourage people to sleep for generally 6 to 8 hours a night. So if you feel that you can afford the time to nap, go for maybe a 15 minutes one. I would say if anything more than 15 minutes might make you groggy, but it applies to different people. Like for me, I cannot sleep, in the afternoon for more than 15 minutes. I will get a headache after that. Yeah, so it applies to everyone differently.
Oh, so like a power nap.
Yeah, that 5 to 15 minutes, I think. 5 to 10 minutes or 5 to 15 minutes around there.
I see.
Though there were people who say that you take a nap, a power nap will help you to be more refreshed throughout the later part of the day. Yeah, but of course it applies differently to different people. There is no one rule fix all. In fact, from what I understand, right, there's a recent report that says that Singaporeans has the least sleep.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I can't remember what's the name of the report. So, our friend here, you can afford to have nap. It's a luxury. Seriously. In Singapore, it's a luxury to have a nap.
Yeah, and it's a blessing, to have a nap. Jeannie says, yes, Doris, cat naps are good to recharge, but not more than 15 minutes, like you say, I think. Oh, so it's a power nap to go for.
Because for me, I did try it before. I sleep. Sometimes I watch TV in the afternoon, right, when I have time. Then I realize I sleep more than 15 minutes, I'll get a very bad headache. It's like groggy like that. Then I don't feel comfortable.
Oh, sorry, typo error from Kinky. Kinky says typo error is 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. Do you sleep before 10 p.m. or only need to sleep 7 hours? So is it okay that Kinky sleeps 1 a.m. onwards?
I think it's fine. Generally, I guess is your sleep patterns also depend on your work as well. Some people tend to work better at night. Some people of the hours they have to put in. So, ideally it should be like 6 to 8 hours. So if you fit in 7 good hours, right, that means deep sleep, and you feel good after that, I don't really see much of a big issue there.
But why do you go to bed after 1 a.m., Kinky? Is it because of your work, or is it you're relaxing before you go to bed? You can share with us. We like to know as well. Yeah, I go to bed also quite late actually, because I finish my activities and everything. Then I like to pack everything properly before I set up for the day.
Eileen actually is more like you more active at night. They say night owl.
Yeah, that's right.
You're more creative and you work better at night.
Yes.
Yeah. So for me, I am a bit of the opposite. I will wake up like 6, 7 a.m. Then I'll start to do all my work. Like this one, I can do all my creativity process, thought process. Actually, is more active in the morning. Yeah, so it's like once I brush my teeth, I will start to schedule out what I'm supposed to do for the day, for the week, kind of thing. Then afternoon, right, I will tend to relax a bit. Then by the time of 10 o'clock, I want to sleep already. But I'll feel sleepy, but I will not sleep. So usually I will sleep about 12 midnight, 11 or 12 midnight. Then I'll wake up again about 7 a.m.
Wow.
That's me.
Strict pattern, good pattern.
Quite strict, yeah.
Sinky says, oh, yep, now pandemic COVID, so I'm resting at home and look out to see the situation.
I see.
Oh, so you're resting at home, so you got activities need to be done, then you sleep late at night. Are you a night owl too, Sinki?
You perform better in the morning or at night? Like you think better. You know, some people, right, when you wake them up in the morning, they're very groggy. They will scold you. Why you wake me up? Then they're like, don't talk to me. I need my coffee kind of person. I'm not the person like that.
So you're very good in the morning, very fresh.
Yeah, but at night, you about 11 o'clock, you want to ask me out, or you talk to me, or you ask me like maths question, need to think on, or like, don't want.
At night, oh, shut down already, right?
Yeah, shut down already. Sleep mode.
How about Ginny? Ginny yourself, are you a night owl or a day person?
I'm also very curious. Are you a night owl or a morning person? Like, you know, in the morning, 7 a.m., if I text you, will you be angry?
Ginny, can you let us know?
This is very interesting because everyone, you know, is different.
Yes.
So how we react, how we think, how we perform on different time of the day.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting story.
Well, but we continue, nervous system.
So the third one is impaired temperature regulation. This one is a bit unfortunate because you react very differently to temperature now.
Yes.
Then, like for example, some people, right, the less sensitive, they cannot differentiate hot or cold, and there can be burns. Like you shower, right, hot shower. Somehow, some conditions, right, you don't feel the heat. Yeah, less sensitive, then you got burn, you also don't know.
Oh dear.
Or when you touch a pot, right, the pot very hot, then you didn't realize. Yeah, because it's less sensitive already. Then the skin, of course, will be burned, the flesh will be affected, become a wound already, injury already. But because the nervous system is affected, then you not so sensitive, you don't feel hot. Or you maybe feel hot after that. By then, the damage has been done. So let's be considerate, you know, try to warn our older adults that, you know, you don't touch something just like that. You like tap a bit to make sure it's not hot first. Yeah, make sure, you know, or, you know, ask someone to test. Because they didn't know that something is hot. Yeah, so they touch and they didn't feel hot because of the impaired sensitivity. It's not so sensitive anymore.
Then after we scold them and we wonder why they get bruises and injury. Then
sad, right?
Sad, yeah. Then the misunderstanding. Sinki says, I go to gym, exercise, then housework. Then by the time I only get to rest about 11 p.m. So I want to enjoy before relax, then sleep. Okay.
Yeah. It's good. It's a good practice also.
Good practice, Sinki. Very good. Then Ginny says, yes, I am a night owl, but nowadays I try to sleep before midnight.
Because Doris will message you in the morning at 7 a.m., right?
Beware for
Just
Doris.
kidding.
Sinki says, so long 7 hours sleep, I energetic any time of the day. That's good.
That's good. You found your sleeping patterns already.
Yeah,
which is good. Your optimal sleeping and resting pattern.
Yeah.
So sometimes they say, it doesn't mean that the more hours you sleep means the better it is, because sometimes it's not restful, deep sleep. We want to achieve the REM, rapid eye movement, where it's actually very deep sleep. So 6 hours, 8 hours is good enough. Don't need to sleep too much also. Not good for us.
I see, understand.
You will be harmful if we sleep too much also.
Okay.
Can move on.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, so this is a totally different thing. Just now we were talking about nervous system, right? Our network inside us. Now it's actually our kidney and renal system.
Sinki has something to mention about today's topic. Today about nervous system, slower transmission of information, slower psychomotor response. Is it age-related?
Yes.
Yeah, it's age-related. Then Ginny says, haha, yes, if I don't respond to your message, Doris, that means I'm still in La La Land.
La La Land is okay. That's a good thing about technology nowadays. You can just mute your phone. Then after that, you know, when you wake up, have your coffee, breakfast, then you can slowly see whether you want to reply to me. Yeah.
So, Sinki, yes, today's topic is about age-related. We're sharing about optimal aging so that we age actively and wellly and not let age destroy us or impair us. So hopefully, Sinki, you can learn from this, benefit from this, and share with you and your loved ones, and keep an eye out for you and your loved ones, people around you, because aging happens to everyone, is unavoidable, and these are the things that might happen due to the aging process. So a very big thank you as well to Doris, presenter, always sharing with us all this very vital, important information. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we move on to our kidney, the two bins behind us. Okay, so the function of kidneys is to filter and remove waste product and the excess water from our body. So we are saying that we all need water, especially older adults, they need more water as well, ideally about 2 liters to 3 liters a day. So very rarely, with food and things like that, it's usually the waste that need to be removed. So kidneys are very important, as well as the 3 important hormones. This is the function of kidney as well. Not only to remove water and waste, they also produce the 3 hormones. So these hormones, right, they will actually simulate the red bell production, the red blood cells. They also regulate our blood pressure. Yeah, that's why we say that people high blood pressure, right?
Yes.
Low blood pressure, high blood pressure. The kidney will help to regulate so that it's normal range.
Oh, so very important because red blood cells is flushing of the waste in the system. White blood cell is the immune system.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, so the red blood cells is also very important because you will need your blood to, function, the whole body will function. So if there's not enough red blood cells, then we will have an issue already. Yeah. So of course, blood pressure, everyone knows, too high, too low is not good for us also.
Yeah,
the sun gao.
Sun gao, yeah, 3 highs.
Sun gao, maybe we remind our viewers as well. Blood pressure,
yes,
glucose level, and our cholesterol.
Cholesterol, yes. So normally these 3 comes together, right? So quite prevent, prevent one from happening before it leads to the other 2. Yeah. Otherwise, you got to go for medical treatment, get doctor's advice. Oh, Sinki says, thank you for sharing vital information. I appreciate it.
Thank you. I hope that you enjoy us, every week also. Every Wednesday at 4 o'clock. Come and comment, chit-chat with us, build our virtual social system.
Yeah, because
virtual network.
The virtual network is also very important. As Doris always mentioned every week, there's these 3 factors. One of it is the social network. We have a good social network support system, whether is it through physical or now social distancing online, you keep active as well, and then if you have problems, at least there's people around to share with you. You won't feel so burdened, and there's more information and more ways of solving problems. Yeah. So do join our social network
We
system
welcome
here.
you.
Yeah,
Chit
we
chat.
welcome.
Yeah. So okay, just now we were saying the blood pressure. Then the third one, the hormones, right, that help to regulate is our calcium. Healthy bones. So maybe talk about bones, right? I don't know whether did I mention that women and men they will lose the bone density.
Yes, you did.
Some loss.
And get shorter. So I'm so scared.
So kidneys are important because they produce some kind of hormones so that they regulate the calcium. The calcium is still being regulated, not too much, not too low.
Wow.
Yeah, too much also no good.
Yes.
The heart will be calcified. Too low also no good. Your bones density will be affected. So it's all about moderation.
Oh, Sinki says, yes, kidneys are very important. Oh, yes, kidneys are so important. Now then I know also, as Doris mentioned about the calcium. Then Sinki says, must drink 2 to 3 liters of water a day. Yes, because previous week Doris was sharing, as we age, right, the level of water in our body changes, as a baby is not so much. Then as a toddler becomes more. Then something like a teenager. But as we age older, after 50,
after 65, then the water level become very low.
Very low. So you sometimes, right, if you notice, like they older adults, right, maybe in the shopping mall, supermarket, sorry, the plastic bag, they cannot open. They're not trying to be funny or wasting time. Maybe it's their hands are really dry, the fingers are dry. So these are some things that we can notice and then be patient and more compassion for people around us if we notice these things. Because otherwise, if we don't understand, we might think that they are trying to be funny.
Yeah, so add on to it, we also mentioned this very important factor, why older adults don't want to drink water. Because they don't want to go toilet. Yeah, some older adults that find that going to the toilet is a hassle. They got mobility issue, means they cannot walk very well. They might need someone to so-called accompany them or like fool them
yes.
to the toilet, so they feel like it's a burden to other people. They don't want, they think it's a hassle lah. They don't want to inconvenience people, or maybe that they have to wear adult diapers. They feel that it's not a good thing. They might feel shameful, but actually, you know, let's just change our perception as well. This is a very normal part of growing and aging. It's nothing to be ashamed of. You know, it's nothing weird. You know, just encourage them to drink water so that at least the body can function properly. Yeah, it will lead to worse problem if they do not drink enough water. And we're talking about water, not coffee, tea, or any sugary stuff. Just normal plain water.
No, not substitutes. Okay. Then Shikai said, okay, I try. Supposedly, I at gym at this time. Exception for virtual network. Thank you for joining us. Yes, yes. Then water level very low after 65 years old. Okay. Yeah, not there yet. Yes.
But we still have to take care of water level very low after 65. But then again, in whatever our age is now, right? I believe maybe I'm sure you know our viewer is an adult.
Yes,
so you know, check out what is the water level that you should be consuming every day. You can check with your doctors or some medical professionals as well.
So if you gym, also keep yourself hydrated. All right, Sinki.
Drink more water. In Singapore, generally people don't drink enough water. Yeah, that's a general consensus. We don't drink enough water. Very sad. Soup. You drink soup. Not water also, okay? And soup got a lot of sodium. So please take note. Try not to drink soup and gravy lah. Because of sodium.
Contains a lot of sodium.
Yeah, later we'll talk about it.
Sinki asked this, by the way, how to measure the water level. So the
last time you got to check with your medical professionals.
But the time you were mentioning at one of the hubs, the sports hub, there's a machine.
That one, they don't tell you how much water to drink. They will know how much water in your body. Yeah, that one is in the sports hub.
Yes, yeah. I
body
think
composition.
Sinki wanted to know how to measure the water level in the body.
Oh, okay, sorry. So, we were saying that in Singapore, some of the sports hub, they have a machine there. For example, at Decathlon near Galang, the main Decathlon lab.
Yes.
So it's under SG Active Initiative. You can actually go there, scan the QR code, type in your email address, then you play with the machine, right? They will measure how much water, muscle, and fats in your body. It's a body composition. Yeah. So there's quite a lot of machines in Singapore. You can Google it, do a search on SG Active. Yeah.
Thank you, Doris, for the information. Wow, so now we come back to kidneys and renal system. This is really important, the kidneys.
So, okay, the first one, the remove waste and water, right? Yes. The second one is the 3 hormones.
Yes.
Then the third one is that kidneys itself will regulate our acid balance and minerals. Yeah, so remember acid and minerals, these two things are very important. We always hear, important for our body function, We need to digest food, things like that. But too much or too little is no good for us. Too much also can cause a lot of issues like maybe the gastric reflux. Too little, you got like different conditions like indigestion, things like that. Minerals as well. Just now I was saying that too much sodium, will cause things like hypertension, things like that. High blood pressure. Too low also no good. Our body cannot function. So all these minerals, they have a range they have to be at. Cannot be too high, too much, too low, or too little. So our kidney is the moderator lah. They keep everything optimal range.
Okay, so we got to take care of kidneys and protect our kidneys. Yeah. Sinki asks, is water level and water retention related?
Water retention, water level is what our body require, right? Water retention is a condition already. It's not normal already. Yeah, so that one you really have to seek treatment, your doctor.
Yeah. So for water retention, it's good to get it checked. If it's even if it's minor, if you can, because it can be related to other.
It can be a sign or a symptom of underlying condition that you didn't realize.
Yes. Yes.
So it's better to check it out because it's not a normal thing to have water retention.
Yeah,
actually.
Because water retention is more towards like bloatedness, edema they call it. But then the water level in our body is like moist, and then it's in our blood system, in our skin, everything.
Basically to function.
To function, regulate. Yeah, but water retention 不一样, is more towards swelling already. Yeah.
Maybe you can talk a little bit about so-called bloatedness. I don't know whether my bloatedness is related to water retention. But sometimes, especially during menstruation, right? I'll feel very bloated.
Yes.
I don't know whether it's related to water retention or not. So after that, right, I thought it's a very normal thing for women to suffer bloatedness during menstruation. Then I realized that actually I have a fibroid inside me.
Oh.
Yeah, so always check it out. I thought it's normal, you know, all my life. It's very normal, you know, when a woman is having menstruation pain and things like that. But actually, there is a condition. There is like fibroids, a few inside me. Then I know, okay.
I
So
see.
I'm actually seeking regular treatment with KK Hospital also because of this.
Okay, wish you success and
Thank
smooth.
you. Wish me good luck.
Yeah, wish you good luck indeed. Yeah, and also blessings, you know, because you're sharing with us all this vital information. Let's see the next slide so we can have more info for our friends.
Okay, so this one is as we grow, as we age, how our kidneys will be affected.
I read through a little bit. Okay, so here we have kidneys and renal system. So ability of the kidney to filter waste from the blood, to filter waste from the blood is reduced. Maybe I go through, then later Doris will share. So Doris got a bit of break. Blood vessels supplying the kidney hardens. So these are some of the issues that comes up, you know. Bladder walls become less stretchy, so you can't contain so much urine, you know, you keep on wanting to go to the toilet, but Doris will share more later on, yeah? Bladder may not empty completely when urinating, so even after going to the toilet, you go out, do something for 5 minutes, you got to find the toilet again and empty your bladder once more time.
Correct. So Eileen has shared these very important points that we might experience as we get older. Yeah, like sometimes even when I go to toilet, I just feel that how come I like never pee finish? I like still got water inside, this kind of feeling. So so this is like, you know, something that we should watch out for, you know, in case, the rest we can't really know lah, the symptom. That one is really we have to go and see a doctor to take tests and assessments, blood tests and things like that to realize. So all these are, you know, things that might happen. So what we have to look out for is the signs and symptoms, which I will go through later. And this is actually causes of kidney problem.
Oh dear.
You want to go?
Yes, sure. So some causes of kidney problems, and take note if we notice it's end stage, that's renal failure. So some of the causes, diabetes, Doris has always mentioned, you know, diabetes will not kill you, but it will lead to other problems that might. So kidney failure might happen if a person has diabetes. So up to 67% of new cases of diabetic, they after that have kidney problems. So some causes also hypertension, then kidney stones. Kidney stones can even lead to end-stage renal failure. Oh dear, so got to take care, yeah. And chronic infections. You mean the urinary tract infection?
Different kind of chronic infection, because it's long-term already, so the kidneys have to like work very hard, so that might be affected also.
Okay. So Singapore has the 5th highest incidence of kidney failure in the world. Wow.
I guess this is why we have to take note lah. You know, try to do something to prevent the condition or to maintain the condition. You know, if it exists already. Okay, just now we're saying signs and symptoms of kidney failure. This one important.
Okay, signs and symptoms. Look out for ammonia breath. I'll go through then later. Doris will elaborate. Yeah, but Doris was mentioning ammonia breath, urine smell. You can
toilet smell.
Toilet smell. Wow, that's quite. You know, if you come across that smell, it'll be quite confusing. You know, I didn't know that it's actually due to kidney failure.
It is actually something to take note lah, kind of symptoms. So if you realize that you or your person around you, older adult, you find that their breath, right, like got ammonia smell, I guess it's time to see a doctor and to go for screening or checkups.
Wow, I would thought that maybe the smell is around there. I didn't know it actually come from the mouth. So I will take note of this around. Then also have difficulty breathing. My goodness, difficulty breathing, like pneumonia, you know. So also nauseous and vomiting, swelling, then anemia, like loss of blood, then loss of appetite. White, pepe, like that.
Lips so color.
So these are signs and symptoms to take note. And also loss of appetite, diarrhea. If level of kidney function drops below 15%, kidney transplant or dialysis treatment is required to survive. Oh my goodness, I see.
So everyone just please take note, if you realize that yourself or people around you have these symptoms, right? I guess it's time to see a doctor, because might or might not be kidney failure. It might be, related to kidney or related to other, parts of our body.
Yes.
There might be underlying condition that we did not know. But most importantly, see a doctor first. Yes. At least, if nothing happened, wow, good hang, nothing has happened. But if there's something, that the doctor detect and diagnose, at least we can seek treatment early. Yes. Earlier means, things don't get worse. If get worse, then even more different condition come out.
Yeah, because
we will suffer more.
More different condition, that's the confusing part already. And the complications set in, So try and catch it, catch it early before it goes into critical or ICU.
Okay.
Kidney problems, also on end-stage renal failure. Treatment and prevention, kidney transplant, renal dialysis, control diabetes.
Yeah, generally diabetes and hypertension. Our sun cow, remember?
Yes.
Yeah.
3 hives.
So we have to control. If any one of us have the condition, it's better to keep this condition under control. Yeah.
Dietary restrictions, less fluid, got to take less fluid, also poor thing already, and less protein, because protein taxes the kidneys.
There's a lot, not only protein and diet, there's a lot of phosphate and potassium, a lot of minerals that we have to control our intake. Though for people with kidney issue, right, if they are undergoing treatment, there's a lot of dietary restriction.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you got to watch the sodium, not so much sodium intake. Sodium comes in soup,
gravy, soup, salt, soya sauce, fish sauce, a lot of things.
So that means
Processed
Doris was
food.
always saying like cooking, or you eating, then don't add so much salt, because sometimes the dressing, the chili sauce, the gravy already has a lot of sodium. So watch the salt, healthy weight, and try to exercise as well. So hopefully the body can keep on detoxing itself. Drink water regularly, monitor with checkup, and especially blood pressure and blood glucose. Always measure, measure your blood pressure. Then you will keep track. Then control other conditions like diabetes.
Just now we said diabetes, hypertension. If you have it, then maintain and manage it. Don't let it get worse.
Okay.
Yeah, this is most important. So this is a very important slide for our friends and viewers, including ourselves. Because last time before I study all this information, right, when I was younger, I didn't know that salt is so harmful. I thought it's just something that people, use to flavor the food, make the food flavorful. So my taste bud actually got desensitized. I tend to non-detect saltiness and sweetness that easily. So I realized that, through time, right, if you reduce the amount of salt and sugar in your food, your taste buds will get more sensitive also. And I was told that also smoking will desensitize the taste buds.
Oh dear.
So it's like last time you have to drink 100% sugar bubble tea.
Yes.
Then you feel shock. Yes. But if you slowly, gradually decrease, right? Even 25%, 50%, you also will have the same sugar high, same shock. Yeah, so same for salt also. So salt, maybe, you can slowly graduating, decrease the amount of salt in home. That's also why people buy less sodium soya sauce. They say less salt. Because the person cooking is used to having that amount of soya sauce in the food. It's a habit. Sometimes habit very difficult to change. So
Sinky supports. Sinky says sodium and salt no good.
I wouldn't say no good. We still need them. It's just that not in large amount.
Yes,
okay, remember what we say, our daily intake for sodium and salt, right?
Yeah. One tablespoon.
One teaspoon.
Teaspoon, not table, sorry.
Teaspoon.
Small teaspoon, sorry.
Yeah, salt 1 teaspoon, not more than that. Soya sauce, of course, you can be a bit more. Yeah, one whole day.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, this one next I'll be showing photos.
Yes, lovely.
Of my Thompson Natural Walk.
So, Kinky and Jeannie, hope you enjoy these upcoming slides. This Doris put together these lovely visuals, for you to enjoy.
Yeah. Any questions so far on the more serious one? This one is more to relax because we went through a lot of diseases, very scary. So we want some nice photos to relax. So my friends and myself took some of these photos when we are going for our hike. And this was taken at Thomson Natural Park.
Kinky says reduce processed food. There's a
Yes.
lot of sodium. Indeed,
Correct.
correct.
And trans fats. Trans fat is no good for us.
Ah.
Yeah, there are many different type of fats. Some fats are okay for us. Some fats are really no good for us. We need some kind of fats to function also.
Kinky, this Doris have given us a very good example, the peanut butter one.
Monounsaturated fats.
Monounsaturated fat, which we need in our body, you know. So in the peanut butter jar, when you open, if there's a layer of water, right?
The oil.
The oil.
Peanut oil, pure peanut oil.
That is good fats, you know.
Yeah.
So do consume it. Yeah,
Stir use it to stir.
Stir. It's good for the body. In fact, these are called
Unsaturated.
monounsaturated fat, which our body needs. Yeah, to
Because there are like many different kind of fats, right? So in the peanut oil, they actually have more monounsaturated fats compared to the unsaturated fats and saturated fats. So it's actually good for us. Of course, the unsaturated fats and in terms of ranking, maybe not so good, but you know they have less amount of it compared to other kind of oil.
Understand.
Yeah, many different kind of oil, so some are actually better for us, some not so good for us. So remember, the worst one is trans fats. So actually in Singapore, a lot of this food with trans fats are being restricted or banned.
Ginny says, thank you. Good reminders. Thank you. And Kinky says, nice photo. Thanks, Doris and her team. Yay.
Thank you. I'll show you some more. So this is like near the entrance, right? It's actually quite a new park. Yeah, so you can see everything is quite new. So this is like a little shelter that we can, you know, hide if it rains. So when I was there a few weeks ago, it was heavy rain, so heavy that we were hiding under the shelter for like 2-3 hours. Yeah, then a little bridge there. Very interesting is the ruins. So I tell people that it's like a mini little Angkor Wat inside, you know, where the ruins there, the little Hainanese village, the structures are actually overtaken by the vegetation. So later we can see more of the photos. Yeah, so this is...
Enjoy the slides, okay? Ginny and Kinky.
This is the toilet. Nice, huh?
Wow.
Because it's very new. I think it was done up like few months or less than a year for sure. Yeah, even the toilet looks very pretty, and the good thing is that there's a water cooler there. It's not for you to drink, it's actually for you to bring your water bottle so that you can fill it up. So let's all be environment friendly, be sustainable, you know, bring your own water bottle. Yeah, so a lot of parks in Singapore, you can get water easily everywhere. Yeah, like, you know, the water to refill the water bottle. So you can just bring one, you know, not too big, no need to bring too big, maybe a 500 ml one, then you can refill, then not so heavy also. Then you just bring when you walk. This is near the entrance of the park. Yeah, the toilet and the water dispenser. Okay, this is 2 photos. This is not 1 photo. On the left, we find a old abandoned well, but we cannot see.
So cute.
I cannot see inside because it's cornered off. They don't want you to stray off and get injured because this place can be quite dangerous with all the structure being unstable.
Thomson, wow. Yeah. So it used to be a Hainanese
village. Yeah. So the villagers were actually moved out in the 70s. So from 70s until now, it's about 50 years. So after 50 years, the structure you never maintain, of course, become unstable. So they corner off the area, don't let us go in the ruins to touch, no touching, no go in, because dangerous, unstable. Then later you slip and fall, or the tiles drop on your head, then how, you know, things like that. So we have to be careful, just, you know, admire, take photos from afar, from a distance.
Understand.
Yeah, so I don't know what's inside. I don't dare to see also what's inside.
Okay.
So on the right is some other plants, you know, that we took. I thought it looked very pretty. It's like a palm tree.
Palm tree, wow.
Like palm tree.
Yeah. Sinki brought back the topic before. Singapore government no ban trans fat in Singapore.
I said that they ban. There are restriction. Not say ban lah. There's a quite strong restriction. You don't really see a lot of food in Singapore with like very high trans fat anymore. Last time, yes. Now so far I don't see a lot.
Okay, understand.
It's not exactly a ban. It's more like a restriction. Quite a strong restriction also.
Okay. Oh, very pretty picture. What is this?
This one on the left is a very nice tree on a stream. You see the white thing below is like a stream.
So pretty, stream,
It's prettier if you are there actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hainan village, my goodness.
Yeah, so on the right side, I think you can read it while you're there, but I think it's like, you know, a staircase up. You don't really see what's behind anymore, but it's like very nice staircase up, and it leads to someone's bedroom, I think. But the bedroom is no longer there, lah. But the stairs are still there.
Can you see
very
the
nice
house?
Stairs. Huh?
You can see the house.
Some of the house you can see bits and pieces, but not this one. This one the house cannot see already.
So you saw in the bedroom?
Later I show you. No,
Okay,
cannot see,
okay,
cannot see.
Excited. Yes, let's take a look.
I say mini Angkor Wat lah.
Yeah, mini
But this
Angkor
one you
Wat.
can't see the bedroom anymore. I don't know why. I think they
Sealed it up.
demolish it.
Any furnitures you could see?
No. 50 years eh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
So you can
just
only
the
see part and parcel. I see all this type lah.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't see the furniture. The first time I went, I see a kuali, the flying wok, the big one. People just throw there. Then on Monday I went again, no more there already.
No more quality.
No more kuali. Don't know who go and take or throw away. I don't know. Try not to touch anything while you're there lah. That's what I think, because we want to see how the people lived there 50 years ago. So they may live like, you know, funny things there. Just don't touch it. Just leave it there.
So everybody can experience as well, huh?
Yes. I was like so happy to see the kuali. I mean, this kuali have been there for at least 50 years.
Yeah.
Then gone.
Oh, gone. Oh.
Yeah, so sad.
Someone use it to cook lah.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is like a structure there, you know, that still stands. Of course, most of the thing after 50 years is really gone. The rooftop also gone. Yeah, but it remind me of the Angkor Wat lah. I say.
Angkor Wat, yeah.
Yeah, then the right side is actually a pathway. So you can see there's like ropes, and that's actually the corner off lah. They don't want you to step over inside all the ruins. So you cannot go in. You're just supposed to stay in your path. Don't go out of the path. For health, for safety reasons.
It's so pretty. Maybe someone camped overnight lah. Use the kuali to cook lah.
No, cannot camp.
No lah, no.
Cannot camp.
Cannot camp.
It's not allowed to stay there after dark.
Okay.
Yeah, no lights. Then dangerous. Yeah, and of course there are animals there, you see. So safety lah. You know, it's their territory or the animals' territory. So let's not go and disturb them.
The rambutans belong to
the animals.
Animals. Okay.
That day I told you a lot of rambutans to eat, right?
Yes.
Monday I see no more rambutan.
So the kuali gone and the rambutan gone. Which animal
gone
came?
and rambutan's gone. The rambutan season over, so I have to wait for this year. But I don't think the kuali is coming back.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, Sinki says trans fat still have. He's seen it. Still have trans fat food in Singapore.
Yes, but not a lot of amount lah. You see the nutrition value.
Hey, hello. Welcome, Cindy Gan. Hello.
Hello.
Cindy asked Doris, how long is the walk inside and out?
Oh, okay, we try is generally 1.5. Okay, if we walk fast, it's about 1 hour. Okay, generally I say 1 to 2 hours. Yeah, then there's a lot of different paths. So you can slowly explore. So the first time I actually missed out one of the path. So I didn't get to see it because it was raining heavily. So there's many different paths that you can explore. So if you really want to slowly explore, I would say at least 2 hours. Yeah. Then you
Cindy, are you also a nature lover? Do you go for hikes like Doris? Yeah, maybe you can share more the next episode, you know, more about hikes. And then Cindy, you can bring all your friends in to watch the show as well. Can also leave your comments.
So this one is quite easy. It's just that this one got more things to see, you know, the ruins, and if you are lucky in season, you can see the rambutan. I'm so happy I had to see the rambutans, you know, on the trees and on the floor. But Monday when I went, nothing.
No more rambutan.
No more red color on the trees. No more rambutan on the floor. All the season over already.
Really, season over? Maybe really animal take the walk, the kuali, and then cook the rambutan.
I don't know.
So cute.
Yeah, but of course, I would say this is generally a very nice walk and not too dangerous, not too xiong, not a lot of slopes also.
Cindy needs to ask, 1 to 2 hours, one way inside only, or is it two way?
No, the whole loop.
The whole loop. So it's a whole loop, Cindy, 1 to 2 hours.
A few loops, small loops, a few different loops.
To complete the whole trail.
Yeah, at least 2 hours, depending how you walk. The second time I went was about 1.5, almost 2 hours. And we slowly also, we took photos. It's not like just walk without. Yeah, so we spend actually most of the time like looking and walking.
Cindy asked because she is also a hiker. So yeah, she wants to know the whole thing. So the whole trail takes about 2 hours
At
to
least.
complete. Oh.
Yeah, if you want to like take photos and things like that, slowly walk lah, not like jogging and things like that.
Ah, I see.
It's nice like it's like exploring a new country or new place. Like I say, like mini Angkor Wat, see ruins.
Wow, new enclave.
Yeah, this one is like maybe towards the end you get to see this very nice. All the I think it's like the roots petrified wood because it's very like tough, you know, like metal already.
Wow.
The roots. I think it's petrified.
Petrified, huh?
roots. Yeah.
Cindy will say no stamina for a long walk. Oh, Cindy asked, will get lost inside or not?
No, won't get lost because it's pathway. All set, won't get lost unless you stray away from the path. Then you get lost.
Will anyone stray away from the path? Then
No, because the path you see on the left and the right there's ropes and the stand.
Okay.
So you won't like, for example, this one on the right side also. This is the pathway lah.
I see.
So you just remain inside the pathway. You won't get lost and don't worry.
No.
Don't go out of the pathway, of course.
I was still trying to think maybe a camper camp overnight, take the quali. No, cannot. Okay.
Like for example, the building on the left, you can't go in also. They, count off because it's very dangerous. Imagine you sleep or there's like sharp edges, right? Because these are like old buildings and we want to keep it that way for our viewing. So don't go in. Yeah, it's dangerous and you want to conserve as well.
I understand.
These are the little fungi, all the different kind of mushrooms we see. Yeah, imagine some are like very big. That means they have been undisturbed for many, many decades.
Wow.
Yeah, then they have the opportunity to grow. So don't touch them, just let them grow. It's very rare to see all this type in Singapore now.
Yes. It's like the Hobbit's land.
Yes.
Very fairy-like.
Very different. You don't really see all this. You got see different types. In other parks in Singapore, you maybe see the small one, but over there you really see a lot of those huge ones also.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is something very rare to find in Singapore.
Cindy asked, any free guided tour?
Not that I know of. You can check with M Park. I think this place belongs to M Park.
M Park.
Yeah.
Or maybe can make appointment with Doris and her social network team. Go for different trails. Besides Thompson, Doris also went for the...
I went a few. I went to Bukit Timah. I went to quite a few lah. So if you guys are interested, maybe next week I can show some photos also. Of different parks in Singapore.
Yes.
Yeah. So for this, right, actually there are some signages you can read as you walk. So I don't know whether they have a guided tour, but as we walk around, there are some write-ups. So you can see who actually so-called is the person who owns a rambutan plantation. Yeah, this Mr. Han, his background, they were saying that, he actually started off as I think a farmist or someone. Then he actually study. He went for further education himself, and then do a lot of R&D lah, research and development for his rambutans. Yeah, then all the rambutans become very sweet because it's especially R&D and
wow.
all is written there.
Okay. Yeah, we're about to come to the end of the program.
Yep.
Yes, Cindy says, please show more next week.
Thank you. Yep, so this is the ending photo we show you.
Okay. So next week, Doris will share more about all the trails and the nature park. Okay, so Cindy, you can join us and then bring your friends in as well. Then maybe if you like to join for the physical, you can drop a comment, then you all can make appointments to go. But of course, social distancing in place. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us today. Thank you so much for joining us today. Yes, we'll be here again next week. Yeah, then if you've got any questions, you can drop in your comments, okay? Then we'll try our best to answer. Hope you have benefited from today's topic, which is about knowing your enemies. Earlier on, we shared about aging.
The brain, the
nervous system, and some of the aging that will happen. So you all can take note, everyone can take note, and then take preventive measures as well, and to keep an eye out for you, your loved ones, and those around you. So do pass on the information, yeah? Okay, thank you, everybody. See you again.
Thank you.
Thank you.